so much going down on social media ever since Jasmine announced that she is not only pregnant, but she is polyamorous with her boyfriend Matt. And a lot of cast members had a lot of reactions to her pregnancy. Soulja Boy actually commented under the 90 Day Fiance post and said, "Wow, congratulations, Jazzy, who will be pregnant for me." And Jasmine said, "A beautiful lady from Nigeria." And Soulja Boy didn't seem too excited about that answer. He still seems pretty dead set on finding an American woman at all costs. And Florian actually commented and said, "Congratulations," and he tagged Gino. And Cole actually came and said, "This is pretty greasy." Then Gino's uncle actually came out and he had a lot to say. He said, "You were right on the money. I'm a bit disappointed after walking her down the aisle and she asked me to walk her down the aisle. I really thought I was gaining a niece. Well, that went sideways after her adventure with her next victim. Why have you not gone back to Panama to see your children, and now you have another one on the way? You didn't want to have a child with Gino, my nephew? Seems to me like your confusion has gotten the best of you." I mean, he's not lying, because she was adamant with Gino that she didn't want to have any more children. And it just seems like the reality is she just didn't want to have children with Gino. And she used to always say, "Oh, I'm worried that they have another child, that they're going to have special needs." But it doesn't seem like it was enough of a worry for Jasmine to use protection with Matt. "You don't want to have a child with Gino, my nephew? Seems to me like your confusion has gotten the best of you. I had a gut feeling that you were out for the green card, and I was right. I try to be respectful and suck up my feelings about you to no avail for my nephew Gino because he's blood. Go home, see your children, and then come back and get your life together, young lady. I tried to contact you just to talk to you, but no. Sad deal, Jasmine. What the hell? You don't even want to talk to Uncle Marco? What did do but text you what I thought you were? Truth, young lady. I have my faults also, but no excuse for this behavior. I should ruin the next show for everyone, but I won't. The single life, but you're still married to my nephew Gino. You see your confusion, girl." So there we have it. He confirmed that we will be seeing Jasmine and Matt on the next season of The Single Life, which I am not surprised. I predicted that as soon as I found out she was with him. "We see your confusion, girl. I don't know, Jasmine. I thought we were at a better place than where it stands between you and me. Very difficult time for you. Gino and me, young lady. Not good. Entertainment Tonight needs to do a interview with you and me, girl, and get that on camera, or have me on the tell-alls to hash this issue out. Maybe I'll call Sharp Entertainment and get this set up now. Great idea, unresolved issues." And I actually think that's a great idea. I would love to see what she has to say to Gino's uncle. Jasmine actually commented and responded to somebody, because a lot of people have been questioning, like, what about your other kids? Why haven't you tried to see your other kids? And she said, "I recently got the resources I need to get an immigration lawyer and bring them to America. The fact that I'm not a citizen, plus they weren't included in my visa petition, is making things very hard. That plus the current political situation, which might favor or not this kind of process. But if my kid's visa gets rejected, I'm immediately going back to Panama and I won't live in America anymore. I can't give any more details besides this because of contractual obligations." And I wonder if she's actually going to follow through. I know part of why her kids aren't here is because Gino did not include them in the paperwork. But she has had her green card for a year and has not went to go visit her children yet. I do hope she does try to eventually get her kids here like she is claiming. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see if she follows through with all that. I'm very curious how things are going to go, though, now that she doesn't have Gino as a scapegoat. Because, yes, some things she did blame on Gino were his fault, like him not including the kids in the application. But other things like her trying to act like she lost her job because of him without any evidence, when there's been multiple other people who have said that it was for other reasons, and it seemed like anything that went wrong, it was because of Gino. She rarely would take accountability, and now I wonder who she's going to use to blame things like that on, now that she doesn't have Gino to point the finger at. And you know what I find is interesting? Once she announced that she was not only pregnant but polyamorous, she's like, check out me and Matt's fan page. And this was actually her and Gino's former fan page. So when you go to her page, her profile picture, when you first look at it, appears to be a picture of her, Matt, and Coco, and it says Gino and Jasmine from before the 90 days. So I'm just like, okay, maybe she didn't update the name. But then when I looked at the picture, she put a picture of Gino on the right of the profile picture, and I'm like, what is going on here? And I wonder what Gino thinks of that. And what I think happened is maybe she originally just posted like this picture with her and Matt, and the network was probably like, oh, well, we're not done with the last resort yet, so we don't want it to make it look like this is just you and Matt's page, because then people are going to think it obviously didn't work out with Gino, even though anybody that's got any common sense can tell from the fact that she's pregnant with this man's child that she's no longer with Gino. I'm not gonna lie, I died laughing for a good 20 minutes at this picture. They just decided to just throw in a random picture of Gino in there to make it look like one big happy family. And maybe is that why she put the hashtag polyamorous, is because she wants to make it appear that her and Gino possibly did do this open marriage, and maybe she doesn't want to give away any spoilers. I don't know, because I still do not see Jasmine as the type of person to be willing to share her man. She seems very possessive, and I just don't see her as letting that fly. But I will give it to them, though. I do think her and Matt are adorable together. I think they really make sense to each other. Makes sense. He's Romanian. They're both foreigners. They both like to work out. They seem to share the same interests and hobbies. He likes to eat all the healthy food that she likes to eat. Hopefully he can afford Jasmine's expensive taste. I just don't like the way she went about it. I wish that she would at least left Gino first before she started entertaining Matt, because it was obvious that she had already previously entertained Matt before the resort. And when Gino was claiming she went and disappeared for like 3 days and claimed that she went to a friend's house, even though Gino claimed she didn't know anybody in Michigan, I'm pretty sure that's where she went when she disappeared. I've been saying this from the beginning, that I felt like Jasmine never really truly loved Gino, because when you love somebody, you care about their future, and she was just spending his money so quickly on things like plastic surgery. It didn't seem like she cared how he was financially off in the future. She was just worried about getting as much as she could out of him for the time being. And it seems like she just leveled herself up and got all this plastic surgery on his dime so she could pull the dude that she felt like she really deserved, and turn around and now she's having a baby with him. Earlier I was scrolling on Instagram and I came across this post by Larissa's Instagram page, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first came across this post, my heart sank, because I thought it originally looked like an obituary post or like a memorial post. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope Larissa didn't die. But it shares some sad news, but luckily she did not die. It says, to Larissa's loyal followers, friends, and supporters, as someone who has been by Larissa's side for many years, I've always admired her honesty and openness with those who follow her journey. Today, I want to share an important message on her behalf. Larissa has been diagnosed with major depressive disorder, and after careful consideration, she has decided to take a temporary break from her social media platforms to focus on her health and well-being. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Preach. And right now, for priority, she is receiving the care she needs. So it sounds like she's like in a facility or something. And they go on to say, that being said, Larissa will continue updating her OF community, which currently has nearly 3,258 subscribers. God damn. I think she charges like $10, $20 a month. So she's getting like at least 10 times 3, at least like $30,000 a month off OF. I mean, that's before they take their cut. That is crazy. And they go on to say, as it remains a space where she feels comfortable sharing content. When she's made progress in managing her condition, she fully intends to return to social media and reconnect with her audience. She deeply appreciates the outpouring of love and concern from friends, fans, and everyone who has reached out. Please rest assured that Larissa is under the care of a dedicated medical team and she's taking the necessary steps to recover. During this time, I will be monitoring her social media. So hopefully Larissa gets the help she needs so she can be in a better headspace. What this kind of sounds like to me, what happened is probably one of her friends saw she was struggling and they're like, you know what, girl, you need to get you some help. And I bet Larissa was probably like, I can't just leave behind my OF community because I still have to have a way to support myself and I don't want to lose all my subscribers. So I bet her friend was probably like, okay, don't worry, I'll still hold the fort down, make sure that you're still posting this. And Larissa probably felt more comfortable to get help after hearing that she would still be able to continue making money while getting help. But that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.